Hey, what is up? Welcome back to another video. So what I have you guys today is a method in how you can get a lot of currency or Skell Credits in Ghost to Recon Breakpoint. This is in the beta, so it could change at any point with the full game release. The first step in getting rich is heading over to New Argyle, where as you can see here I drew a path on where you can find a lot of gold. Now the reason I chose gold is because it sells for 250 credits per gold, and the line I drew is where you can find a bunch of gold and even some opal, but they sell for the same price. The circled points are where they're mostly condensed, so if you go to the circled points and not along the path themselves, you'll still get a lot of gold and be able to make a huge profit. The reason there's that one circle sort of isolated from the rest is because the path up to it really doesn't have any gold at all, maybe one or two, which is not a lot, and the circled part is where you can find a bunch of it. So if you want to go out of your way when running through this path collecting gold, you can. I don't know if it's worth it though, but it's really for you to try out. This is the starting point of the gold path. As you can see, there's a lot here. Actually, I believe this is where you can get the most gold out of every other place. So you're going to find a bunch here, and then once you do this, you're going to want to head down the path a little more. The gold is quite noticeable. It looks like little mounds of dirt that poke up. It's nothing like a plant that would sort of blend in, so you can see it from a distance away. And we're going to head over to the next part. Instead of going and looping around, I sort of cut through to the next area, which you'll see right over here. At the beginning I mentioned you can get a little bit of opal as well. So opal looks somewhat like a flat rock, and it has a little bit of blue to it. It sells for the same price as gold, so you want to grab it as much as you want to grab gold. If you're wondering how much you make from this method, if you're doing it efficiently, I was able to make easily 75,000 in an hour, and that was with me not really paying attention to it. If you're wondering how much that is, I can tell you that the most valuable vehicle in the game, which is a tank, and I bought that day one, it was 75,000. I can tell you that was really difficult to buy without using this. Also weapons, the good weapons sell for 300 max as far as I've gotten in the game, which is 48, which I believe it's the highest, if not one of the highest you can get in the beta. But I can tell you right now, this is a really easy and good method. There's not a lot of things that can stand in your way, like enemies. You can just run through, put some music on, watch a video, and run this path over and over again. When it comes to perks and passives, there are a couple on the tree that will help with this. One is a marathon running perk, which makes it so you can run a little quicker with a little bit more of a stamina regen. There's another that's a resource, like on your mini-map it will show resources, which is the most important one on this, but you can just fidget around with that. None of them are overly important, but it will just help you out if you have them. The area I'm in currently is the isolated circle I talked about. You have to run all the way up the mountain to get to here, and you get probably around 1,500, 2,000, maybe a little bit more just from that area. But it does take a while to run up there, so if you want to do it, great. If you have a helicopter and you're flying from location to location, then go for it. But if you're on foot, I don't know if I would bother. It's really up to you though. As you keep heading up towards a path, you're going to go through an area called Fortune Stream. At this point in the beta, it's actually restricted to go any further, but I can tell you right now that the beginning of Fortune Stream has a lot of gold. Now, I'm not sure what lies beyond the beta's walls, but when the game's released, I would definitely recommend trying out this area, because just the beginning, it shows really good potential. As you can see, I'm getting opal and gold galore just by running through here, and right there, like in probably 2 seconds, I got 1,000, which is a decent amount. So, but I pulled up the map again. You can just see where I am. This is Fortune Stream, and then you can follow back the route. I'm going to go through real quick. Went over here. Now, obviously, if you go back to the beginning, I have the map laid out and drawn for you guys, so it shouldn't be a problem. Right there is just that one individual spot I was talking about. But it's really not difficult. Doesn't take long at all. You make a lot of gold, or I should say money, from the gold. But either way, it's really efficient, and it's also really safe. I mean, there's no bad thing about this, really. Now I'm just going to demonstrate running out the path and how you can still get a bunch of gold. So I'm just running through. This is not one of the main areas. Running through real quick, and you can see I'm getting gold every couple of seconds. You can also find a bunch of other resources around here, even though it doesn't have to do with currency necessarily. You can find termite hills around here, which are actually really rare in this game. And also, you can find a bunch of animals you can shoot and get some protein from them. So, I mean, that's also another thing you can do. This is an important thing while running this. Once you deplete all the resources, you're either going to have to die, fast travel sometimes work, or just leave the game and come back, and everything should be back. So I just respawned, ran over, and look, all the gold's back. So you can just keep getting it and then go sell it. I have run into a glitch a couple times while playing the beta, where the bottom right should show resources on my minimap, but it doesn't. In order to fix this, you actually have to fully log out of the game, like desktop log, or just get lucky. Sometimes it will fix itself, but this was an annoying thing that kept happening to me. This chopper right here was actually the most expensive flying vehicle in the game, or in the beta right now, and I bought it using the gold, which took less than an hour really. So we're going to hop out of here, and I'm going to show you guys from a bird's eye view where you can go down and get the gold. I'm going to finish up collecting this. We're going to go through another run real quick. Then we're going to head over and sell a bunch of the stuff and see if we can get some more money to buy, I don't know, another vehicle or something. We just fast traveled back to the hideout. Now, you don't have to go to the hideout to sell stuff. You can always go to the campfire, and there's actually a shop option inside the campfire. But we're going to head over to the shop and start selling the gold. The one a little annoying thing you'll notice while selling gold, or anything in general, is there is no like sell all option, or you can click several, or click one and it automatically sells. It's actually a very repetitive and slow selling method. You'll see here you have to hold it for a second, and then it will sell, and then you have to hold it for a second again, and then it will sell, and you're just going to have to constantly do this, and, you know, I wish they would do something about this, but either way, you're making a lot of money. I just come back from a gold run before this, and I went out and did one more or something like that, so that's why I had 39,000 left over. We're going to sell this, see how much we can get, maybe buy something cool. If not, we're going to save it up, and either way, we made a lot of money. It's something to be happy about. It was really quick, it was safe, and overall, it was a good day. Now you can see why this is a little boring, just selling stuff constantly over and over. But, I mean, we're making a lot of money. If you look in the top right, we've already made 20,000, haven't even sold a bunch of it. we're gonna buy the vehicle. Actually, this was back when I bought the helicopter I was already driving. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for today. If you enjoyed, then please hit the like button. Some of you not already subbed, turn notification bell on if you will see more of these videos in the future. Alright, that's all, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.